Hi, okay, so good morning again. Today we're going to talk about relationships. Sorry, I'm going to turn my camera. Today we're going to talk about relationships. We're going to hear those whispers. Again, relationships are so important. You know, those bonds that we have in our life and those feelings and those emotions are all contributing to our health. And often we don't hear what our inner heart is saying, what our inner healer is saying about those relationships in our life and what needs to happen with them. So when you take a very close relationship to you, say your spouse or the person that you're with, the person you've chosen to be with. We can also look at relationships with our parents or our children. So in these cases, take a look at a relationship that's a major part of your life, any one, and ask yourself, like, what are the patterns, what are the whispers that my voice is saying to me? Do I often hear my voices saying, I wish I could leave this person, I wish I never had to see them, I don't even like this person, I wish I could get a new start, I actually like somebody a lot better, my heart is not even here? You know, are these whispers to yourself? Or on the other hand, do you find yourself saying, I feel distant from this person, I wish I was closer to this person, I feel hurt, unheard, I feel like we argue too much, I feel like we're not close enough, I feel like there's so much tension, I wish I could change this dynamic between us, I wish it wasn't so tense, I wish it wasn't so argumentative, I wish we didn't spend time apart, I wish we were closer, I wish we shared more love, I wish we showed more love. I really wish we could get this relationship on track. I wish I could spend more time with this person. I wish it was happier, right? So there are whispers to tell you whether you should work on this relationship or whether you should ditch it. And you first need to sort that out. But the whispers around, like, that was kind of for a spouse, and for a parent, is it like, I really had a terrible upbringing with you. I really are your whispers saying, I really don't need you in my life, I really wish you weren't in my life, I really don't want to be thinking about you, or I really don't want to come and visit you or go see you? Or do you have the opposite whispers saying, I should be visiting this person more, I wish our relationship wasn't so strained, I wish we didn't argue so much, I wish there wasn't so much control issues, I wish we could just get along better, I wish we could have those moments that I've always yearned for with this person. And same with our children, right? Or like, do we long to have them listen to us more, and do we is our soul telling us we need to be stricter and more regimented and more whatever with these children? Or is it whispering to us we need to be more loving, we need to spend more time, more quality time, we need to have more hugs and kisses? What are our whispers saying? And what direction are they pointing us in? Where do we feel alone? Where do we feel guilt? Where do we feel shame? Where do we feel unloved? Where do we feel frustrated? Where do we feel angry? Where do we feel like we're lacking? And what it's usually whispers to us that the other person needs to change. It's always if only the other person could change or could understand this. But what do we need to do? We need to take responsibility and to listen to our whispers and say, I want to improve my relationship with this person, so I'm going to put in the work, I'm going to do what I need to do, I'm going to change, I'm going to be more loving, I'm going to reach out first, I'm going to be less argumentative, I'm going to be less controlling, I'm going to be more, giving and loving and less critical and more understanding, and all the things that you want, you're going to give. So yeah, we have to be able to hear, or is it telling you, I'm going to be strong enough, I'm going to walk away from this relationship, I'm going to go on my own, I think it's time I did this, I'm going to be courageous, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to take my own happiness in my own hands and make a new life for myself. So we're listening to what our heart really wants. and then we're attempting to make changes within ourselves in order to get it. So it's very important that we feel in alignment and that we listen to those whispers, we respect them, and we make changes in our relationship based on what our heart really wants, what our soul really wants, and how it's going to help us heal. And that's the whole point of it, right? We're trying to come to peace within ourselves, in our own heart. We want joy and love and all the things that, all the qualities that it takes to heal in our life. And sometimes we have to put in a little extra work. And we can do that if it's what we want, if it's in line with our whispers and what our soul and our heart wants. So I urge you to look at these relationships and listen to the patterns and listen to the whispers, and then take the actions that will be in alignment with those whispers in your soul.